During the last couple of weeks, I've been under lockdown like many other people on the world right now, and I gotta say thank you to this little device because it truly saved me. This is the ebook reader or the e-ink reader from ONYX Books. It's the Poke 3 model, and today I'm gonna let you know all about my experiences with it because I've been using it non-stop for 4 weeks. Let's begin. So how are you doing, my friends? I'm Otodil. Welcome to the channel. This is where I basically review gadgets and tell you about my experiences with them. And if you want to see my future gadgets, believe me, you want to click on the red subscribe button down below because I have some really cool products coming up, and all that I do here is just talk about my experiences with them. Believe me, some of my experiences with the future products I'm going to show you guys are going to be really crazy. But today we are with this. This is the ONYX Books Poke 3, and I already have it here as I've been using it for 4 weeks now. I also have this cover which you basically can strap in the tablet itself, and you get it on this specific box. But we're gonna look at the product by itself because I think the biggest feature of this product is the fact that it's so small and lightweight. It's a 150 grams 6-inch e-ink tablet. The screen on the device is a touchscreen Carta screen with a 1072 by 1448 resolution. It has a 300 pixels per inch, which looks just great. And we also get a front light with CTM feature, which enables us to actually read books in the dark. In terms of specs, we have an octa-core CPU, 2 GB of RAM, and 32 GB of storage on the device. The networking functionality allows us to connect via Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz, and we also get Bluetooth 5.0. We get a USB-C wired connectivity, and the battery in the device is 1500 mAh. But the biggest feature on the ONYX Books is the fact that it has an operating system that you are really going to love, and that's Android 10.0. This means that you can install any of the apps that you already have on your mobile phone or tablet or whatever you're using on Android on this device, and it's a huge thing because if you're like me and you're using localized apps to read your books, which for me, as this is a multilingual video by the way, is really important, so I can now read my books on this device without buying a specific product for these ebooks. So I'm using that as one of the biggest highlights of this device. I have my localized e-shops for reading my books, and I also have my Kindle app, which I can use to read my Kindle books. And if you haven't heard, by the way, Amazon has a list of all the free books on Kindle right now because of the situation in the world. And it's just amazing. You can get hundreds of books for free. I'm gonna put links for it in the description of this video below. Other than having these shops via Google Play, which you can install on this tablet, you also get the built-in store, and you can basically install and get PDFs, you can get EPUBs, you can get all your files on the storage of this device because you can install all the e-readers you just want on an Android device. And I'm also going to review another ONYX Books model because I've also got the Nova 3. Here's a spoiler for you for my next review. So there's no button here for a home button, which kind of is a big deal if you want to go back home after reading books. But you do get an on-off switch here on the top, and there's also no speaker on the Poke 3. So these are two things you're gonna see that are missing on this device, but you're gonna get them on the next model, which I'll talk about on a future review. So subscribe if you haven't done so already. But all in all, talking about my experiences, it's amazing. I mean, I've chosen this so many times just because of the weight factor and the size factor, and by itself it's enough for me to read my books on it. Obviously, when I'm at home and I have an option to access the Nova 3, which is bigger, it's 7.8, I'm gonna choose the Nova 3, and like always I'm gonna put links to both models for you guys. But in the end, I found that both models from Books, from ONYX, are doing a great job. The battery life here is great, even though this is Android, and the more you actually get apps that refresh the screen, because this is e-ink, every time you refresh the screen you're basically depleting the battery life. So the more the app refreshes the screen, the more you're gonna pay in terms of battery life. But I still got 2 weeks of battery life, 3 weeks of battery life with daily usage. If you're gonna use this for more than reading books, like we're gonna see with the Nova 3 with the note-taking app, which you don't get on this device, you're gonna get the battery life to 4 days, maybe a week. Here, it's a different story. You're gonna get weeks of usage for it. Another thing that I wanna point out is that you really see the fact that this has high pixels per inch. The 300 pixels per inch really look crisp on this device. So all in all, I really have high recommendations for this ONYX BOOX. The Poke 3 is just amazing, especially if you need a small size factor ebook reader and you can put it in your bag and forget about it. And when you have time, you can read your books without straining your eyes, because that's the big thing with ebook readers that are based on e-ink technology. If you enjoyed this review, definitely subscribe so I can see you on my future gadget reviews. I'm going to put links over here. I have 2 reviews over here for you to watch if you enjoyed this one on tablets, for example, and another one over here. I'm going to see you on my future review. Thank you very much for watching. I was Rodil. Bye bye.